love the music. I love it. I love it. There is no argument there when it comes to music. I mean, I love it. Okay. Hello everyone. Hopefully feeling great and powerful and energetic and positive and inspired and motivated and the whole package of good stuff and the positive stuff. This is Ali, and today we're going to talk about the differences or the vice versa between present perfect and past simple. And adding to that, we're going to talk about make and do. What are the differences, where we can use them, and where we can't use them. So basically, that's our lesson of today with me. So, how is everyone doing? You're welcome. You're welcome. Bluebird. No, not really. Not really. I don't know Bluebird. I'm sorry. Welcome. Hello, Miss Salah. Hello, Miss Hilal. Hello, Miss Hava. Welcome. Hey, what's up? How is everything? How is your life going, guys? Are you good? Are you healthy? Are you still positive? Are you still to that level where we just started our quarantine and we are completely positive? We need to keep it up. Miss Sana said, in my city, the weather is 41 degrees. Oh my God. I get tired when I move. Exactly the point. Yes. When the weather is extremely hot, which means any movement that you will do, it will cause you type of exhaustion. I completely agree. 41 degrees. Oh my God. Oh my God. And that's British. Oh my God, you know. Welcome, Miss Aina. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Miss Sana is tired, exhausted of the boiling weather. Being happy is amazing. Yes, yes. Maybe you can use an air conditioner. Maybe that's what you need, really. I can understand fluently, but my mouth isn't working. Oh my God! Again. Mumtaz, Mr. Mumtaz. I can understand fluently. Okay, that's perfect. But your mouth is not working. Well, let's put it to work. Now, what you need to do is repeat. Repetition. Go watch your favorite actor. Who's your favorite actor? Let's say Tom Hardy. Go watch his movies and repeat after him. It will help you. It will make your move, your jaw. This is your jaw. Very eligible to talk. Don't worry about it. Yes. Yes. In Just English, we solve problems, people. We solve problems. Joey Pieces. Okay. If I don't know that one, but if that one is American or British, go check his videos and make sure to repeat after them. Imitate, you know? Imitate. That's important. That's what I was doing. Repeating after so that I can have the accent. And also, they always say, like, you having that fluent, but at the same time, that throw when it comes to English. That's beautiful. Repetition, imitation, repeat. So if I say, what's up, or what are you doing? You repeat, what are you doing? What, and so on. Mr. Mumtaz. Hello, Miss Asma, welcome. Hello, Miss Gulsun, welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Now, before we start, hey. Oh my God. I'm not an inspector. No, I'm not an inspector. I can be an instructor. And I can be a teacher. But I prefer instructor. Yes, hello, Miss Layla. Hello, Miss Imra. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, okay. So now we have a little viewers repeat. My name is Ali, and today we're going to talk about the present perfect versus the simple past. And on the second hour, we can talk about make and do, and where we are using them, and what are the sentences or the verbs that goes with them. You're welcome. You're welcome. Mr. Hakan, hey, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm super amazing. Hello, Miss Arjan. Welcome. Yes, yes. Hoş geldin, everyone. Hoş geldin. We will not make it confusing for you today. I'll try to make it fun. We will not do so much exercises because I want to talk about everything so that you can understand it completely without any misunderstanding or misconception or anything. Okay, so let's start. Are you ready? Can we start? Are we starting? Okay, here we go. I will explode you from the energy. I will kill you. I'm joking. I'm joking. Chill, chill, Mr. Ali, chill. Okay. Okay, so we have two tenses today we are going to talk about. Present perfect, this is the first tense that we are going to talk about. And now we have those two tenses because some of the students have confusion. It might seem complicated for them to understand those two tenses. Here, my job with you today is to make your confusion less, or I just erase it from your memory. Okay, so let's read here together. Present continuous, very common. This is we know. Unlike other verb tenses, because it has two separate uses. So the present perfect, we use it in two types, in two forms. Now we will check them out when we go down. Keep that in mind. There is two forms of using the present perfect. One use is a finished past action. A finished past action. A finished past action. Now that can be the same as simple past. Can be. And the other is continuing action. When he say continuing, which means it started in the past, then it continued to the present, and it might continue to the future. But we prefer to use present progressive so that we can continue to the future. But this one, use that part. Time markers. Now, time markers for both. 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours. From 12 till 2. 2 hours. 1 hour, break, 10 minutes. Then the other hour, then we will wrap it up. We will finish. Yes, so we have time markers. What is time markers? This is here an explanation for you. Words that show a verb tense. So if you see a time marker, you need to understand, is it past? Is it about something you did before? Or something you are going to do? Or something you done? So it's past time markers, or today, or tomorrow. So last night, today, tomorrow. It's like this. This is the time markers. This here is telling you, you will understand the tense of the verb so that you can know it's present perfect or past simple. Show if the verb has a finished or continuing meaning. That's why we need time markers in both present perfect and past simple. So the two uses here, we're going down here for you. I hope you can see this chart clearly. Are you seeing this chart clearly? Now, we discussed another type of present perfect where we just discussed the present perfect on another videos. However, here we'll try to do vice versa. So let's check this part out. So when we say perfect, it's the third form of the verb, as you see here. Have and has, we're going to use with the present. plus past participle, which is the third form of the verb, which means write, wrote, written. We're talking about written, the third form of the verb. Now, the use of it. Shows a finished past. Showed a finished past. Now, let's jump little to simple past here. The same shows a finished past. The same concept, the same ideas. However, in the simple past, we know that we need to use the second form of the verb. So it's either regular, which we add ed. For example, like talked, we add in ed. That's regular. Or irregular, because the word changed. For example, write, wrote, and written. So the word, it changed. Not one letter. It is one letter actually. But in that concept, it changed. So that's why irregular. So this is the two forms that present perfect and simple past take. But here we have the same similarities. Shows a finished past action. Shows a finished past action. Where is the difference? This is the similarities. Where are the differences? Here. Does not show when it occurred. Does not show when it occurred. Again, let's focus again. We said that time markers help us to understand the verb tense. This present perfect doesn't show us when it occurred, yani when it happened. So there is no time markers basically. But there is, but for emphasis. If you want to focus on something or concentrate a sentence on something, we use time markers in the present perfect for emphasize, and that's it. Because as he say here in the present perfect, we don't know when the action happened. It's a past action, but we don't know when it happened. However, on the other hand, with the simple past, it shows us. When it happened, it shows us. How we know? By understanding the time markers that we have. That brings us to the second part of this diagram. So here, there is no when, there is no time marker show when this action, this past action occurred, happened. Here, there is a time. How we know? By those time markers. Now, those time markers goes with the simple past. So you have yesterday, the day before yesterday, last, ago, when, for joining two past sentences. So here he means two sentences which are past, and we are using when to connect them, to join them together. However, on the other hand, when we go to the present perfect here, we have time markers. We have. But the idea, as you see here, I'm highlighting already, ever, recently, yet, never, lately, still. Those all time markers for present perfect. Those all you need to know and you need to get familiar with. But what he says here, no time marker is needed, which means you don't need to put time marker. The sentence you don't need to put. If you put a time marker in the present perfect, it will show an emphasis, like you see here. But for emphasis, it is possible to use. How? We have example, we will check. So basically here what we have, can you see the time markers? The time markers are important because this is where you know the tense. Now, besides the formation of the structure, the context of the sentence, where you can see have and has and the past participle, you understand this is a present perfect. Besides that, in case you got yourself confused, especially in exams, so you will understand it from the time markers. You will understand if it's simple or past in the future. Time markers, it's a very good way so that you can know your tense. Now here we have examples for you. Number one, I have seen Iron Man. I have seen Iron Man or Iron Man. I have seen. We have. That's amazing. And seen is the past participle. And we have here Iron Man. There is no time marker. There is no emphasis on any part of the sentence. This sentence is just present perfect, which means an action that is past, but I don't know when it happened, when it occurred, because there is no time markers to show me. I have seen Iron Man. I have already sorry. I have already seen Iron Man. I used already. Now I use it for emphasize. I have seen Iron Man. I have never seen Iron Man. No, this is negative. Now this is one way you can understand how we use the time markers. Never is a negative. We're going to put it here between the past participle and have. So I have never seen Iron Man. Again, emphasize. Here we have another sentence where he used never. She has never tried frog legs. She had never tried frog, which means she has not tried frog legs. That's exactly what it means. So if you want to take never and throw it and continue the sentence, you need to put what replace it, which is not. She has not tried frog legs. That's what you need to do, because never, when we put it in a sentence, it makes it negative. On another way, never put not and never together in a sentence. It is not acceptable and not understandable. So you can say, she has not never tried frog. The sentence is like this. Okay? So you can say that. Frog legs, it can be a game, it can be maybe jellies or anything that they are into, you know? They've bought a new car. So here you are starting to wonder when they bought a new car. When did they? So I will say they did last month or so on, and showing you the procedure here. Going to the past simple. I saw Iron Man last night. Last night, a time marker which shows us something that you did before, which means the past. She tried frog legs last month. I don't know, but if that was food, I will try it. You know what I mean? She tried frog legs last month. Again, time marker here we have. Time marker help you out to understand the tense of the verb. What shape the verb took. They bought a new car 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Remember, we use ago with the past simple. So basically, this is the procedure. The only difference is now, this is very perfect time to write notes, guys. So we are using present perfect for past action, which is already finished, but we don't know when. We don't have any time marker show us when. We have no idea. But the simple past, we use it when we know when. 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, last night, last day, and so on and so on. So the difference is here, this part. Know when and when. So there we have no time when it occurred, and here we have the time, which we use the time remarkers so that it can help us out. So this is basically the understanding, the differences, the type of things that we might get confused by. Now, I'm hoping now after that I made you less confused, and if you have any questions whatsoever, go ahead, ask them away. But the time markers here are important, so keep them in your mind. Now, some of you say to me, grammar is hard. Like, do I have to memorize yesterday, the day before yesterday? No, you don't have to memorize. You have to understand the sentence. You see, if you understand the sentence, it will not be a problem for you to define the sentence or the verb tense. Okay, so you will know if it's simple past or present perfect. How? Because you understand the sentence. Like, despite the fact that there is time markers there. Okay. Now here, the use of time markers to emphasize, we have little examples. Remember, this is a vice versa, but this type, we are just talking about the present perfect right now. So this information about present perfect. The time markers that we have, guys, already, yet and still, ever, never, recently, lately. Okay, again, those stuff can be changed to another time markers, and again, you will understand them by understanding the sentence that you have. So here, when we are using them and what they mean in the sentence. So already, as you see here, again, it's emphasize an action that has occurred in the past, already happened in the past. This is just an emphasize for it. So I have already read the book. I've already read the book. Did you read the book? I've already read the book. Yet and still, again, it's emphasized. However, here, yet and still, we use them with intention to do something. Intention to do something. So, I haven't read that book yet. I haven't read that book yet. Have you read that book yet? Have you read that book yet? Always, when you have a sentence, affirmative sentence, try to make it in a question type. So, have you read that book yet? Still, here the same process, but notice something, guys. Yet goes in the end. However, still comes after the subject. So, I still haven't read that book. I still haven't read that book. Again, it's about intention. What you're up to, what you want to do, and what you're going to do. Just intentions, like don't focus on the tense. Here, recently and lately, and the use of them. Recent past actions. Again, do I have to memorize everything in this grammar? No, you need to understand, because there is so much words in the English language which mean recent past actions. A lot. You can go and Google them. Okay, so it's about the meaning of the sentence. If you don't know this is a time marker for present perfect or not, you will understand from the formation, from the form of or the structure of the present perfect, which we have the past participle and have and has. So examples: scientists have discovered a new species recently. Scientists have discovered a new species recently. Now, as you can see here, guys, I'm sorry. Yes, as you see here, guys, recently is the time marker here. And as you notice here, it's a recent past action, which means the scientists have discovered a new species not long time ago. It's in the past, but not very, very long past. Okay? That's why it's used here, the present perfect. Have you spoken to her lately? Have you spoken to her lately? Now, if you ask me how to make a question using have and has, it's very easy. It's the same sentence that you, for example, this one. It's the same sentence, just replace the subject with have. Okay? So, and of course, I to you, because you're asking someone. Have you already read that book? Have you already? It's very smooth. It's very easy. I don't think you'll have a problem with that one. Okay, then we have ever and never. So again, they all emphasize, but what time we are using them, that's what we're talking about. An action that could have occurred at any time in the past. At any time in the past. And by the way, if you are noticing something, can you look here? This is with the explanation of the ever and never. Here he used could have occurred. This is the past models that we discussed on the earlier videos. Remember? So, at any time in the past, action could have occurred. So what are we going to, where are we going to use ever and never? Between the verb and between have or the negative or the question part of it. So, have you ever been to Europe? Have you ever been to Europe? So, is that an action where like it happened or it did not happen? I'm just asking you, have you ever? Which means it could. I haven't ever been to Europe. I haven't ever been to Europe. Then I have never been to Europe. I have never been to Europe. Now, as you see, never, there is no negative here whatsoever. However, when we used ever, we used not. Now, that's a shortcut for not. I have not ever been to Europe. I haven't ever been Europe. The negative here, it's important, but when we use never, the never is the negative. Okay, so we just we erase the negative part. Now we have all those time markers. Then we have repeated actions. For example, repeated action, this is time markers too, by the way. As you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we don't know when it occurred. We don't know when. The time markers here for repetition, for repeated actions. Use the present perfect even if a finished action happened more than once in the past. Do not, listen here, this is important, do not mention when it occurred. We don't know when. That's the beauty of the present perfect. That's why it's not going to confuse you. I have performed on stage many times. I have performed on stage many times. Many times here we have the time marker for repeated action. We have been to Mexico twice. Twice. Repetition. But when? No idea. We don't know. She has given a presentation 5 times in her life. 5 times. Again, repeated actions. When? We have no idea. That's the present perfect. So, this is the first use of the finished action for the present continuous. Now we're going to jump to the second use of it. Here down for you. Here is it. Now, as we discussed earlier when we started to talk about present perfect, there is 2 uses of the present perfect. First one is a past action finished, but we don't know when it occurred. Here, continuing actions. Continuing action. How? Again, the form of the present perfect will not change, but the time markers will. Okay? So here, as you see, have, has, past, there is no change whatsoever. This is the use of it. Shows an action that started in the past, continues to the present, and may continue into the future. May continue, and that's a possibility. Miss Asma said frog legs, kurban. So it's food. I assume this is food. Is it food, Miss Asma? Frog legs, is it food? I mean, what's up with that one? I mean, it's like chicken thighs. What is that? I hope we are not getting a coronavirus from that one. Joking. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Miss Asma. So here, it's started in the past, then it continues to the present, and it may continue to the future. But we can debate about this one, which means it might be and it might not be. The diagram, as you see here, this is the action. We don't know when, but it happens in the future. It comes here, as you see this line. This is the present line. Then this part is the future. The time markers to indicate the meaning and the use of the present perfect is here. So for, since, and all. Those time markers, you need to know them. How to differentiate between the first use of the present perfect and the second use of the present perfect. Okay, so examples. She has worked in this office for 2 years. For 2 years. And again, for duration. Duration, which mean a time, a long time. It can be a few months, for a few months. It can be years. It can be anything. But it's basically time limit. There is a limit, or it's a in parenthesis limit, you know. So it's a French food. Oh, frog legs. That's fancy. Yeah. Yes. So we have here for indicates the past action that starts in the past and goes to the present and continue to the future. She has worked in this office for 2 years. She has lived in the same house since he was a child. Since is the starting point. You see here? Since shows starting point of an action. Starting point. However, for duration, for 15 years, this is the duration. So, all those 15 years. We have the last sentence here. I've studied English all my life. I've studied English all my life. Okay, so here, as you see, for duration, since point, and here we have also, we have lived in France since 2012. Since 2012, which means starting point from 2012. So this is basically the two uses for the present perfect. First one, finished past action. We don't know when it occurred, when it happened. The second use is an action. It's past. It started in the past, going to the present, and it might continue into the future. Two uses of the present perfect. Now, we're going to do a little exercise for you to check your regular, irregular verb. So, what do we have here? Disgusting for me. Chinese people absolutely can eat. Yes, Chinese people. They're very creative. Like, if you thought of it, frog legs. Wow. You know, it's like chicken, but it's the frog. I'm joking. Thank God it's not throats. It's a frog. Throats will be more. Okay. Work. Work. Do you know the simple past and the past participle for work? Work. This is just to freshen up your memories and to check everything that you have. So work, done. Done. We're moving swiftly, done. Very nice. Yes. Thank you. Done. Did, done, yes. Eat. 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 Eat, yes, eat. Okay, eat. Thank you for repeating it. But what are the... Yes, guys, yes. Very nice, Mr. Muharram. Very nice, Ms. Minel. Eat, ate, eaten. Call. Very nice, Miss Gulsum. Yes. Called. Yes. Begin. Let me find something tricky for you. Okay. Go with begin. Call. Very nice. Yes. Yep. Yes. Begin, began, begun. Begin, began, begun. Nice. What about give? Very nice. What about give? Give, here. Okay, what about have? Have. 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 Can we check have? Beautiful, gorgeous people. Have. I love your energy. I love it. Have had. Thank. What? Okay. Has had. Has had. Had had. Yes. Okay. Teach. Teach. What is the past and the past participle for teach? We can say teached. Come on. Taught. No, this is tough. Taught. Yes. No. No, Miss Gulsum. This is touch. Taught. Yes. Taught. Yes. T-A-U-G-H-T. Very good. Yes, Miss F. Mr. F. Miss Layla. Nice. Guys, careful. Careful. I kill you. Careful. Okay, let's jump this part here. Here, let's check this one. So, new. What is the simple form and the past participle? New. I am jumping because this is maybe you got confused with, so we are checking them out. No, very nice. This is the simple form, past participle. Nice, okay. No, new, no. Nice. What about this one? Was and were. Was and were. Very nice. Super amazing. Was and were. Was and were. Excellent. Excellent. Fly. What is the past and the past participle? Yes. Fly. Fly, beautiful, gorgeous, outstanding people. Flew, flown. Flied, fleed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, Mr. Ramazan. Incorrect. Flew, flown, yes. This one. Fell. Nice, Miss Gulsum. Nice, Mr. Maneuver. Nice. Okay. Fell. I am sorry, Mr. F. Yes, it's hot here too. Open the windows. Open the windows everywhere. Open. Don't kill yourself. Fall, fallen. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Let's see. Drove. Fall, fallen. Yes. Fall, fell, fallen. Nice. Drove. Drove. Take, took, taken. Yes. Yes. Drove. I'm trying just to find you the stuff that it might confuse you. Aha. Gotcha. Mr. Ramazan, not driven. 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 Not driven. Driven. Drive and adding E. Driven. 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 No, Miss Gulsum. No, Miss Gulsum. Yes, drive, drove, driven. Drive, drove, driven. Yes, look, I am trying to pick the verbs that it might get you a bit confused. And I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. We're going to do let's see here. Okay. Okay, guys. Yes, Mr. Ramazan. Perfect. Mr. Kinan, boat. Botin? Oh my god. Is that the Russian president? No. No. Buy boat boat. Buy boat boat, Mr. Kinan. Yes. Okay. Driven. Yes. We all driven to learn English. Yes. So, let's check something together. Ah, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, let me do something. I will tell you what's the last one. If I do this, you see? Let's see. No, you can't. Okay, let's do the last one and I will tell you what we can use and we cannot use. Have learned. I met Barbara when we were in elementary school. We blank each other for over 20 years. We have known. Very nice, Masala. Yes. We have known each other for over 20 years. 2. Have learned. Let's check. We have learned many new words since we started this course. The point. Yes. Yes. Have you learned? Have you learned with me? Have you? Yes. Yes, it's B, Mr. Efe. Yes, it's B. Yes, correct. 3. That's a wonderful movie. I blank it 3 times. Have learned, correct. Number 2, correct. 3. Learned. Have learned or have learned. No problem. Learn can be regular and irregular. No problem. Have watched it 3 times. Very nice. Mono, very nice. Yes. Have watched. Yes. Perfect. Güzel. Çok güzel. How is my Turkish? Okay. 4. Mr. and Mrs. Tanner married for 10 years. Married for 10 years. Oh my god, that's a long, a beautiful marriage. What are we going to write for? Mr. and Mrs. Tanner blank married for 10 years. What are we going to use? Ah. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Ramazan. Yes. Watch, not on the list. Oh my god. Watch, not on the list. Number 3. What we can, seen. 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 Number 3, that's a wonderful movie I have ever seen. Have ever seen or have seen. So, no, Miss Shema, no. Seen. 4. What's for number 4? That's why finish. Ah, okay. Have seen for number 3. There's no watched. Very nice. Now 4. Mr. and Mrs. Tanner blank married for 10 years. Have had. Yes. Yes, you can. Have finished it? Yes, no problem. Seen? Finished it? No problem. But generally we use seen because it's movie. I seen it 3 times. When you say I've seen it 3 times, which means you watched it and you finished it. So you can put finish, you can put seen, but seen is more common. 4. Have had, yes. Mr. and Mrs. Tanner have had married for 10 years. Yes. What is boring, Mr. Kinan? Being married for 10 years? 5. You are late. The class blank already blank. What are we going to use for 5 here? You are late. The class blank. Has already begun. Very perfect, Mr. Junniyet. This is Mr. I'm sorry. Mr. Junnet. Has begun. The class. Yes, I am sorry. Yes, has begun. Yes, perfect, guys. Perfect. Now, jumping to 6. Robert is my neighbor. He blank next door to me for 5 years. Robert is my neighbor. He blank next door to me for 5 years. What are we going to write there? What are we going to write there? Has lived. Robert is my neighbor. He has lived next door to me for 5 years. Yeah. Has lived is smooth, is nice. Okay. 7. Mary blank several emails to her parents since she left home. Mr. F. Not wrote, written. Yes. Mary has written several emails to her parents since she left home. Yes. Moving on. Yes, 8. We blank in that restaurant a few times. Few times, this is repetition action, repeated action. Have been. Have eaten. Have been. It can be good, but have eaten is better because we have a restaurant. You can say have eaten, no problem. Have eaten can be more related because it's a restaurant. 9. Our teacher blank us a lot of help with the homework assignment. Have eaten, Mr. Kinan. It's wrong. It's incorrect. Not have ate. Have eaten. Past participle for perfect. Present perfect. Yes. Our teacher have eaten us. No, I'm joking. What are we going to write here? Our teacher blank us. Yes, very nice. Has giving us a lot of help with the homework assignment. Yes. Okay, bro, put your hands up. Okay. 10. She blank to her landlord many times about the broken window. Those are the verbs. Those are the verbs. About a landlord. Landlord. Landlord, fellas. She blank to her land. Thank you, Mr. Ramazan. Yes. Has boat. Why? 10. Why? Why, guys? Why boat? Yeah. She has spoken. Yes, Mr. F is correct. Rings the floor. Guys, spoken. Because she's spoken to her landlord about her broken window. Yes, has spoken. Yes. 11. Hello, Mr. Mehmet. Welcome. We have a new camera. We blank some beautiful pictures for the grandchildren. Landlord, Mr. Muharram, which means the man, the owner of the house. I think Mr. Ramazan, he wrote it. If sahib, I don't know. If sahib, the owner of houses or so on. We have a new camera. We have taken some beautiful pictures of the grandchildren. Yes, Miss Shema, no. Have taken. Past participle. Have taken. Yes. Okay. Landlord is a person, an individual, a man or a woman, the owner of a building, a flat, a apartment building, the owner of the building. You talk to if you want apartment. Landlord. You give every month money for the landlord. Yes, they have already finished all their homework. Look, finished their homework, seen the movie. Finished homework, seen the movie. Yes. 13. Mrs. Baxter blank all her groceries for the week. Have both. Perfect. Have both. Yes. 14. Tommy blank a bad cold for 2 weeks. What are we going to write here? Yes, has bought. Sorry, not have bought. Has bought. Yes. Did I say have bought? I said has. I don't know. You know. Yes. $14. Groceries. When you go to a place where you can find vegetables, fruits, tomatoes, potatoes, cucumbers, you can have everything you can buy for home. Yes, Tommy has had a bad cold for 2 weeks. Yes. Yes, I am sorry, Mr. Efe. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm doing namaste. 10? What's wrong with 10? 10 is she has spoken to her landlord. Miss Saleh, Miss Azma, 10. She has spoken to her landlord. 10. She has spoken. Yes. 15. Frank. Blank for that company for many years. For company for many years. What are we going to use? Beautiful people. What? You didn't understand or you understand? Now you understood? Okay. Yes, thank you. Has worked. Perfect. Yes. Has worked. He, she, it has. Has worked. Yes. Thank you. Last one before we take a break. After 3 months of looking, she blank a beautiful apartment. After 3 months of looking, she blank a beautiful apartment to rent. We have the only one we have find here. So she has found. She has found. Yes, Mr. Effet. Very nice. Okay. I'm afraid we need to take a break. After our break, we will take a break. After our break, we will talk about do and make. Do and make. When we use do and when we use make and where and the whole package. Everything. Okay? 14. Okay, 14. Let's go 14 for Mr. Ramazan. 14. Tommy has had. Tommy has had. Mr. Ramazan. Tommy has had a bad cold. Go run, Mr. Efe. Go run. 10 minutes. Fellas, beautiful, gorgeous people. Thanks, Coffee. Welcome. Afiyet olsun. See you in exactly 10 minutes. Okay? We will talk about do and make. Thank you.
Olduğun yerden hemen kalkman gerek. Adım at ki gerçekleşsin her dilek. Bekliyor seni parlak bir gelecek. Sen ona gittikçe o sana gelecek. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel.
A word for the joy and smile, a world where everyone only by satisfaction and learn to survive in the outside world, Justenglish style. Learn, play, sing and dance, do what you don't see anywhere else. Learn, play, sing and dance, do what do Justenglish style.
Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, macerayla tanış. Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, bu dünyaya karış. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel.
Knife.
Knife. Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Pronunciation.
Enthusiastic.
And enthusiasm. Enthusiastic.
Reci bilmiyorum.
Recipe.
Recipe. Recipe.
Bir daha.
Recipe.
Clark.
Clark.
Pronunciation.
Şimdi sen de dile gel. Olduğun yerden hemen kalkman gerek. Adım at ki gerçekleşsin her dilek. Bekliyor seni parlak bir gelecek. Sen ona gittikçe o sana gelecek. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglishle şimdi sen de dile gel.
At work with a joy and smile, a world where everyone only by satisfaction and learn to survive in the outside world. Justinglish style. Learn, play, sing and dance. Do what you don't see anywhere else. Learn, play, sing and dance. Do but do Justinglish style.
Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, macerayla tanış. Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, bu dünyaya karış. Justinglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justinglish'le şimdi sen de dile
Oh, hey. Hello. I'm back. Hello. I'm back. What's up, everyone? There is a talking been going on. You're talking without me. I kill you. We have so much. Mr. Kinan wants someone to speak English with him. So keep up that. Mr. Kinan, stay on our YouTube channel from 12 till 10 night, and you can communicate with the teacher, you can communicate with the students, no problem. Look, Miss Sana is amazing. She's offering help. Mr. Kinan telling her, what do you do? She say, I'm sitting. That's that's very nice. Okay. 41 degrees. Oh God. I love you people. I love you. Okay. Let me put microphone because I forgot it. I was jumping in my apartment. That's what I was doing. You know, keeping my energy up. I'm joking. I will not do that. Okay. So, you're welcome. I don't know if this is for me or another, but welcome. Now, this part of the lesson, we're going to talk about do and make. First hour, we talked about present perfect and simple past. And I'm sure now you know the differences between them. So this part, we're going to talk about do and make and the differences that we might find. Okay? We will get married here. Don't touch us. Okay, sir. Okay, not touching. Okay. So let's talk about do and make, fellas. Now, do and make. There is a lot of confusion going on between those two words, and my job today is just making that confusion less. So and hopefully just erase it. You know. So here, do and make. They are verbs, as we know. Frequently confuse students, and that's something we don't want it to happen to you after this lesson. So listen carefully and have your, look like me, pen and paper, write your notes, okay? And make sure if this is helpful, make sure to subscribe, to share the video. You know, if you learn something, let everyone learn it, okay? That's amazing. So we will learn about the differences between do and make, of course. I will zoom a bit so that we can all read together here. So, when do we use do? When do you use do? So we have 1, 2, 3, and so on. So use to talk about work, jobs, or tasks. So work, jobs, tasks. They do not produce any physical object. Now here, he giving you a difference. They do not produce any physical object. I will put it in this color, probably. So, again, do used for work, jobs, and tasks. It's not produce any physical object, which means you are not making, you are not creating. Producing, which means doing something, and in the end, something will show up. Do will not do that. Examples. Have you done your homework? Have you done your homework? And as you see here, present perfect here we have you done your homework? Done here, doing something, a task, but not producing something. I have guests visiting tonight, so I should start doing the housework. You don't say, I should make the housework. If you are making the housework, which means you are making something, and does not make any sense whatsoever. So do housework, which means you are going to clean your house, or you're going to do something at your house. Okay? Here, I wouldn't like to do that job. I wouldn't like to do that job. Doing something, basically going somewhere and start to do that thing that you are obliged to do or you need to do. But again, you are not making, you're not producing anything. This is the first part. Second one, use for activities in general without being specific. Like, for example, each an activity that we are talking about has, for example, you can say cycling. You don't need to say, I do cycling. I see that a lot. So, I am cycling. You don't have to say, I am doing cycling, because this is specific. Cycling. Here, don't be specific without being specific. In these cases, we normally use words thing, something, nothing, anything, and everything. So you tend to see do with anything and everything and talking about general activities. For example, hurry up, I've got things to do. Don't just stand here, do something. Is there anything I can do to help you? Now, maybe you will have this thought of, Mr. Ali, how could we possibly memorize all that? You will not memorize. You will practice that. You will write it in notebook if you have. You will practice it with the teacher, with your friend, with any person that you are communicating with English language, and you're using this language, it will become a habit for you. Welcome back, Mr. Afe. How was the shower? Was it perfect? I need to take shower. You know what I mean? I need to take shower. That would be after this hour. Okay. Third step where we are using do. To replace a verb when the meaning is clear or obvious. Replacing verb when the meaning is clear, which means there is information in the sentence, so you don't have to mention the same exact word, you just use do. Examples. And it's informal, of course informal. Do I need to do my hair? Brush my hair. Do I need to brush my hair? Do I need to do my hair? Or comb. Remember, this word, I don't know. This word, B is silent. Comb. Comb my hair. The process of doing your hair like this. Brushing it. The process. Combing. Of course, Mr. Ramazan. I bet the heat with the as cold as ice water. Yes, it can be cold. I mean, it's hot, but the water is cold. I don't know why. So we are replacing verbs instead of do when the meaning is obvious. So I'm talking about my hair. If you say I do my hair, what does that mean? I do my hair. Either you are like putting color or dyeing your hair or something, or brush or comb. But this one is obvious as you can see it. Have you done the dishes yet? Washed. It's replaced. Done, washed. Remember, in English language, when you are speaking like this, it's informal. You need to be more specific, and even in English and in exams, when you're using the words like brush, wash, clean, and so on, it will tell the person who's standing in front of you that you are aware of the language and you are capable, that you can change vocabularies and you can use so much verbs. This way is bad, but it's used because it's informal in movies and so on. We need to know it. I'll do the kitchen if you do the lawns. I'll do the kitchen if you do lawns. We have two do's. How is the plural? Do's. So do here, first one, kitchen, clean. Lawns, mow the lawns, which mean cutting the long grass of the lawns that we have. Okay, so 3 uses of do we have here, fellas. Do, work, job, task, no production whatsoever. Activities, general things without being specific. So you can say I do skiing. You can say I do cycling. That's incorrect because you are being specific. So you need to say I'm going to ski or skiing, cycling, and so on. So when you generalize it, you can use do. Here, replacing it basically with things that are common to you. Now here, let's read this one before we start with make. Remember, do can also be used as an auxiliary verb for making questions in the present tense. Do you like chocolate? We know that, am I right? For more about do, use in case, and this page for do and does and so on. So, don't be confused. Do can be an auxiliary verb, present tense, because we know in the present tense we are using do and did. So, did for past, of course. So that's what I mean. So don't be confused that much. This is what we have for do. If you like, make sure to. Sorry, I did something. Yes. Make sure to take a screenshot if you like. If you like, take a screenshot so that you can understand the 3 functionalities of do. If you like, take a screenshot or write little notes for you. This is the place where we are using do. Now, jumping to make, and it might be confusing, but let's do it together because we can do it. That's what we can do. Now, make is for producing, constructing, creating, building. You are doing something, creating, as I said before. So, it is also used to indicate the origin of a product or the material that are used. Remember, like we are using it, we seeing it everywhere nowadays in the supermarket. Made in China, made in so on and so on. Here we have something. His wedding ring is made of gold. The people who construct it or create, we can't say create because it's a different process. So let's say the people who produced the gold, the ring, it was made of gold. The house was made of adobe. Wine is made from grapes. That's a fact, and we know that. Something made of something. The watches were made in Switzerland. So here he's focusing on this part. This part. Let me put this in highlight for you. Here. So he's talking about the origin of a product here. All of them. Now, we also use make to produce an action or reaction. This is, we can see it so much on movies. For example, onions make your eyes water. Onions make your eyes water. Producing an action or reaction. Something is going to happen. When it make your eyes watering, which means it make your eyes start tearing up, you know, tear drops. You make me happy. The process of making someone happy is by doing something, multiple things to make him happy. It's not my fault. My brother made me do it. My brother made me do it. So I didn't want to do it, but my brother convinced me, which means he took a long time. He had a process where he convinced me to do something. Here we have plans and decisions. This is before a certain nouns. We are using them. However, again, don't be confused. You can write them, but with practice, you can get them all right. I am using them a lot, and I have no mistakes with made and make and do. He has made arrangement to finish work early. They are making plans for the weekend. Decision or plans. It's something in a process. Okay? You need to make a decision right now. Make a decision. How the decision comes? It comes from information and knowledge. So, which means it took you a period of time. 10 minutes, 15 seconds, 1 minute, and so on. Process. Then here, as you see, make. There is so much places where we can put make. So I'm not asking you to memorize them. I'm asking you to write them down and maybe notice yourself when you are using them, so you don't use them incorrectly. If made or make hard for you, memorize do, and others all you can use make. So speaking and certain sounds. For example, she made a nice comment about my address. She made. The baby is asleep, so don't make any noise. Don't create any noise. Can I use your phone to make a call? To make a call, which means I have to take the phone and I have to dial the number and I have to press call so that I can start the process of calling. That's why it's make. Why it's not bold? We can put it bold. Don't make a promise that you cannot keep. Do not make a promise you cannot keep. This can be difficult because how can I use it here and here and here? Again, with practice, you can do that. We use make with food, drink, meals. Of course, because when you make food, drink, or anything, it will take the process. It will take time. It's creating. You are producing something. Okay? I made a cake for her birthday. She made a cup of tea. I must go now. I have to make dinner. It's a process. So, as you can see here, this is the process of producing something, make, and here is the process of doing tasks or jobs, no production, no producing any physical object. So this is the main difference. Going down a bit here, after we will jump to chart, okay? So here just compare do and make. You have to make a cake for Simon. I'll do it later. You have to make cake for Simon. I'll do it later. Now, notice how in the response the verb do is used. This is because the meaning is clear, and to avoid saying I will make it later, which could sound repetitive. Repetitive, which means repetition there. There is a repeating. Okay? So, do here, we should not use it. We should use make because it's a cake. But because we know what we are going to talk about, one of the functions of do is to be replaced by another verb, as we discussed before. Did you do your hair? Did you brush your hair? Okay, so here Do exactly replaced instead of make, because the meaning of the sentence is clear and we don't want any repetitives in the sentence. I hope you got the idea here. Now here we have chart. This chart, beautiful, gorgeous people, is basically showing you where you are using do and make. Exactly the same process that we talk about. Now, if you like, take a screenshot. Let me zoom it a bit. Yes. If you like, if you want to keep it in your phone, take a screenshot and save it. Let's read the example fast. Do the housework. Do your homework. This is a task or a job or a work. Do a good job. Do your chores, which mean housework. Non-specific activities. Do something. Do nothing. Do anything. Do everything. Don't say cycling. It's specific, this one. Replace verb when obvious. Do your hair. Brush your hair. Do the dishes. Wash the dishes. Do the exam. Make the exam. Do the laundry. Make the laundry. You can say that. Just replacing them. Food, drink, make a cake, make a breakfast, make a dinner, make a cup of coffee. It's a process. Jumping to the other part. Product, material, origin. Made of gold, made from graves, made in China, made by me, which means you create this thing. You've been through work. There is a process of making. Produce a reaction. Make your eyes water. It will make your eyes, this is the process. It will start to make your eyes maybe a little red after little tears, after so much tears. This is a process. Make you happy. Happiness doesn't come like this. It's also a process. And sometimes very shocking happiness. Make you sleepy. Process. Make you smile. Process. Plans. Decision. Make an arrangement. Which you need to call people. You should do this and that. Make a decision, the same process, you will take time. Make a choice, especially if it was confusing, you will take time. Make a plan, the same process. Speaking and sounds, make a noise, make a comment, make a speech, make a suggestion. You need to keep that in your mind. I understand you can't memorize this, again, with practice. Practice makes you perfect, okay? Now here, what we have for you is common expression with do and make. So where we can see do and make, okay? This is set collocations, combination of words that frequently appear together. Okay, here we go. Let's go one after one. Expressions with do. The following words are normally used with do. Those words used with do, which means those words are tasks, jobs, or work, or that's it. Yes. So a verb, course, a crossword. Crossword, it's a game. A dance, a drawing, do. Doing a drawing. A fart. Now, if you ask me, it's a process. It's not painting. However, painting here, but it comes with do. Again, there is always exception, and be careful with that because with practice, it'll make you perfect. A fart, a favor, British and American, favor. A job, a painting, a project, a service, assignment, anything, badly, business, chores. Everything here goes with do. Everything. Damage, exercise, doing exercises. Exercise, there is no specific exercise, so exercise, good, harm, nothing, research, right, the right thing. Something, dishes, gardening, housework, ironing, laundry, rest, shop, and so on. Here you have your best, do your hair, do your homework, do your job, do your nails. Do your nails, it's like cut your nails. It's replaced here. Now, here we have extra expression with make. And those are the words that commonly used with make. By the way, there is always exceptions. There is always a lot of words goes with make and at the same time goes with do. So keep that in your mind. A bet, make a bet. Making a cake, making a call, making a change, making a choice, making a commitment. Make a complaint, a confession, connection. Again, we're talking about creating, producing, a process, constructing. As you see, there is a continuation of that thing, which means it's a process. A cup of coffee or tea, a date, a decision, a demand, a difference, a discovery, a face, a fool of yourself. Don't make a fool of yourself. Fortune, friend, fuzz, big noise. Joke, line list, living, make a living, which means finding work so that you can earn money from it. Mess, mistake, noise, pass at someone. Phone call, plan, prediction. Yes. Yep. A promise, a reservation. Sandwich, scene, sound, speech, state, suggestion. And as you see, guys, there is a lot, but we managed to put that for you so that you can understand the whole package of do and make together. Now, just to wrap up everything about do and make, so it will not be very confused for you, I just want to tell you, if you are using do for something short. There is no process or procedure of doing that something. You're not building something, you're not constructing, or you're not producing, you're not creating. Do is just general normal things that you do and that's it. Make, process of doing something. Decorating, it can be. Mr. Taschikan, make a decor. Yes, a decoration, it can be. Yes. Now, can you give me examples, people? I want to see examples about do and make. Can you give me any examples? How you use make and do in your life. You are a Justenglish student, so I am sure you're using your English with teacher, friends, abroad, and so on. So can you give extra examples, people? Can I have examples more about make and do? Yes. Can I have an examples, people? You're welcome, Mr. Teshkin. That's hard. Okay. Any examples whatsoever? Any examples? When and how you use do and make? Give me an examples. Let's see, is it producing something or it's a task or a job or work? Can I have an examples? I'm checking now the comments on our live stream. She make me cry when I do something. Ah, Mr. Ramazan, nice. So you combined both make and do in the same sentence. Very nice. She make me cry. Yes, she make me cry when I do something. Cool. Okay, extra examples, fellas. Extra examples. Let's test your make and do process. Do you have any extra examples, people? Any examples? I guess sunstroke make me dead. Yes. Yes. This is the process of being dead. This is the sun. Yes, Miss Sana. I am sorry for your son. I am sorry. 40 degrees, yes? Completely, utterly sorry. I had to make a decision before I did my homework. Yes. Now that's also obvious. I had to make a decision. I'm responsible for making decoration in my company. Yes. Yes. Make life easy for yourself. Yes, Miss Asma. T. Nice. Very good. Come on, we have 31 students. So write examples. Let's see. Today I will not give you any tests on examples. Today you will give me, because we are used that I do the exercises for you. This time you will help me out and make examples, and together we can discuss if it's wrong or right. Any extra examples you have? Beautiful, gorgeous people. Beautiful, gorgeous people. Yes. I did the watering the flowers. I did the watering the flowers. Miss Asma, that's incorrect. No problem, Miss Asma. It's okay, no problem. Try to use do and make. You made me happy when you read my comment. Yes! You're welcome, Mr. Ramazan. I would like to make a sculpture. I would like to make a sculpture. Very perfect. Very perfect. Now, Mr. Tasjin, if you are a creator in your company, a decoration creator, which means you can do sculpture, you can do it. Nice. Give me a sec, please. I'll do my hair. Uh-oh, Mr. Kaffer. You nailed it. Thank you. Perfect. Give me a sec. I'll do my hair. Yes. Fatma Nur, Miss Fatma Nur, she said, do you think you make a difference in people's life? Do you think you make a difference? Thank you. Which means here, difference, it's a process. It doesn't come in one night. Making a difference in people's life. And that's very nice question. And we need to make a difference in someone's life between now and then. It's important to inspire people, to motivate them. When you make a decision, you need to be careful, because the decision you made, it may affect your future. When you make a decision, you need to be careful, because the decision you made, because the decision you're going to make can affect your future. But nice one. Nice. Again, decisions, making a difference. We're talking about constructing. We're talking about creating a process, producing something. Very nice. Hit me with extra examples. We have 8 minutes. Hit me with another examples. Use do. Use do. By the way, for Miss Fatma Nur, she said, do you think you make a difference in people's life? Do, first sentence. This is a present tense. So we're not talking about the present tense. We're talking about the verb do only. But she used the verb make a difference. That's perfect. Yes, just that so you can know. Really perfect. Make friends in abroad to learn English. Yes, it's really perfect. Making friends abroad. You don't have to say in abroad. Making friends abroad. That's it. To learn English. Yes, to make our English better and better. Her smiling makes me happy. Very nice, Miss Esme. Very nice. Yes. Makes me happy, which means this is also a process of making someone happy. Burcu C, she said, if you're tired of living same things in your life, you can make a change. That is very deep. Thank you. That's perfect. And here we have, again, if you're tired of living some things in your life, you can make a change. Yes, a change is something that we must do. I will show you something funny. This is my notebook. Can you see? Everywhere, we need to make change. You know what I mean? Make that change. That was written on my notebook. Make that change. Yes. It's very important, Mr. Burcu. Yes. Miss Sana says, you make mistakes if you hurry up, and that do your life hard. Okay, Miss Sana, you make mistakes perfect if you hurry up. However, the second clause, the second sentence, and that make your life hard. Make your life hard. It's a process of making your life hard. It's not a thing. It's not a job or a task. It's a process. It's a producing. Thank you. Miss Fatma Nur, she says, our teacher never gets angry even when we make the same mistakes over and over again. That must be a very cool teacher. Yes, a teacher we must not take advantage of. Yes, so we have here, make the same mistakes over and over. Makes the same mistakes. Very nice. Yes. Mr. FS says, do something for your future, for next generation's health. Protect the earth. Thank you. That's beautiful, Mr. FM. Yes. Do something. This is not a present tense. This is the verb, and do something. Here comes the activity, which is something, anything, everything. Do something for your future, for next generation's health. Protect the globe. Protect the earth. Thank you. Mr. Ramazan says, make that change is our hope. Yes. 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 Nice. No problem. No problem. Very good. Very good, people. Very good. I love it. I mean, I love when I read students' sentences, because it's like starting when you learn the language, you have very powerful emotions to express yourself in another language, which is English. That's why I love. So keep it up. Keep it up. We have 4 minutes. Keep it up. Keep your sentences going on. Yep. Make that change. Make that change. Yes. It's important. Any extra examples? Any extra examples, beautiful people? Miss Fatma Nur, she says, can you do me a favor and help me with my homework? Perfect. Correct. Doing a favor. Yes, a favor, it can be a task. Can you do me a favor and help me with my homework? Don't make me crazy, dude. That's okay. I will not. Don't make me crazy. Yes. We are like bomb, but we don't know when we bomb. Mr. Ramazan. Yes. However, the sentence has no do nor make. Nothing. Speak to somebody. Okay. We're like a bomb. We don't know what time we will bomb. No. Very deep and so much terrorism inside of it. Yes, I mean speak to somebody. Yes. Yes. 2 minutes to wrap up our lesson. Last few examples we have. Who's going to give examples for us? Last few examples. before we wrap up our lesson. And I say to you goodbye, and I will miss you. Tomorrow I'm coming back, but I'm coming back at 4 tomorrow. Yes. So, any other examples that we can see from you? Beautiful, gorgeous, outstanding people. Let's see. I am refreshing the comments. No new comments. We don't have. So I guess this is a wrap. Yep, this is a wrap. Okay, let me get my glasses on. And I wanted to tell you, okay, we have to, okay, you should stop making complaint and start again if you want to be successful. Guys, that's beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Burcu. You should stop making complaints and start again if you want to be successful. Thank you. My emotion smell like terrorism, but really to speak fluently. Very good, Mr. Ramazan. I'll make you feel my love. Now that seems like a song. I'll make you feel my love. I'll make you feel my love. Hey, before do anything, before do a thing, you must think and make your choice. Thank you, guys. Outstanding. I love it. Thank you so much for your efforts. Thank you for your sentences. You don't know. Your energy makes my energy like on the top, you know? So I want to thank you so much for your answers, for your examples. Hopefully you understand today's lesson. We talked about do and make. We talked about present perfect and simple past and the differences between them. I really hope you understood. If you didn't, make sure to comment on Just English videos. I will respond to your comments. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. That was beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I know a song named Make You Feel My Love from Adele. Yes. See you tomorrow at 4. See you tomorrow at 4, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Stay healthy. Keep yourself healthy, okay? And always be positive. It's very important. Remember, now after my class, there is another class. So if you are into that, check it out. Be there, communicate, practice, use do and make in our live streams, other live streams. Use them, practice them, and don't ever forget, perfect present is a past action. We don't know when it occurred. Past simple is an action which has happened and finished, but we know when because of the time markers. Thank you again. Stay healthy, stay safe. And let me write you. Thank you. That's a big thank you for you. Here we go. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.